tough living here.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
So Lot 37.
The building there needs work, but it could make for a very good home.
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out? Is it zoned for commercial use?
This isn't the UC. As long as you are courteous to the neighbors, do what you like.
We're still waiting on the loan from Galbeck.
I must warn you, ma'am, that folk in Akila are very particular about doing business with the UC.
When they see our prices, I'm sure they'll come around.
As you say.
They sure run things differently than the UC. Really different.
My manor in the core has been approved by both the mayor and the historical committee. Not strictly necessary, but it means you can buy it with a clean conscience. Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate, and you have the look of a newcomer. Welcome to Akila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further. It doesn't hurt to hear about them, though, right? I have 2 properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them? It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious in the core itself. I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious. Oh my, so much space. And the price is a veritable bargain. I can't say I'm surprised. As rare as properties like this are, rarer still is the buyer who can afford it. But you do take care.
People may say, buy
A
low,
pleasure to see you again.
but the bottom line...
It's an unfurnished 1-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested? A shame. What? I love my job. It's my favorite listing I took great pains to get all the... It's historic, and... You have made my year with this. I just know this manor will bring you nothing except joy and good fortune. It's yours.
You know, I went to chef school.
If you are, I'm the best realtor in town, if I don't say so myself. Wait, before you go, my instinct says you're a person who knows how to work with their hands, or in this case, heavy equipment. Are you familiar with mining lasers? Of course. There are so many in the stretch, living in terrible conditions. The Low House and I are working together to make cheap, affordable housing. But the land we want to build on has hard stone that needs to be cleared. When I came to Akila City, I had nothing. I lived in those hovels like the rest. Ages ago, the Low House helped me, and I would help in return. True, I will charge rent, but only as much as I must. And it truly is the best cause. Once you clear the land, we'll be one step closer to changing some lives for the better.
Filburn and brother-in-law.
I'm the best realtor in town, if I don't say so myself. Marvelous. One step closer. I can't wait to tell Ms. Wolf. I know it's not much, but this is well earned.
Another day, another shift.
How you liking that laser gun?
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
I really don't understand why Weston can't rein in his brother a little. How much are we going to lose on this brewing nonsense?
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. I'm not some stuck-up teetotaler. My problem with the business is more nuanced. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Akila City. Seems those two are content to think small. I mean, you're right, of course. But with a little more hard work, so much good can be done. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions. Right now, it's tailored to Akila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normally couldn't. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where else we could grow IntelliWheat? He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever met. Just don't tell him that. That's reasonable. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. What? Oh God, no. I just want it to taste bad. Like stale, or like it's whatever makes beer taste worse. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this.
Tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss. Life.
And what if a spacer comes along? The Rangers won't help you out of 3-star space.
I've been practicing at the firing range. I can hold my own.
Hello.
I'm sure he'll help us.
Some huffing and puffing may be in order, thanks to this gravity.
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Nice try. But when I don't want to be seen, I'm like an ashta in the night. Is it? Or are you just saying that? See, I work for the 3-Star Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me. So it's official. I watch people and listen to them. If I hear something about smuggling or Aurora or gangs, I tell the Rangers. It's easy, because no one pays attention to kids. Plus, I know a lot of good hiding places all over the city. I'm the best Ranger Surveillance Assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Akila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistant.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open. Emily was right about you. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. We did all the things. Crime scene investigated, witnesses interviewed, and suspect tailed.
Very thorough and quite impressive.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here. You're doing Akila City a big service. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
How did you catch me? What? Shit. Yeah? I can explain. It's not... Oh, hell. Oh, God, no. Security.
Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this? I kind of always thought she was a pest. But now, I got her from here. Akila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
But their shipboard system.
The Rock might have some work for someone like you.
The mayor's all right. Always paying him
Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked.
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right? Right? I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right? Oh boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best stranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
Something you need from me?
I'm gonna be the youngest ranger trainee who ever lived.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess.
Hey, Emma.
Capacity?
need to find a time.
Kate, hold up.
Yes, what?
I feel for the folk in the stretch.
So,
I
Henry's
try
new
and
batch?
give a credit or two
How'd it
to
go
the
over?
House when I'm able.
It's bad, Eloise. Really bad. You should have seen Sam's face when he drank it. It was like he was sucking a lemon. Gladys literally gagged. Everyone's been talking about it.
What? That's terrible.
I had to give them all free burgers to smooth things over. I took all of Henry's old stuff off the menu. Can we get a refund?
I'm not looking forward to talking to Henry. But I'll take care of it.
A good business person shouldn't let their personal attachments become an obstacle to success. Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production instead of wasting time brewing beer. If I ran things, something happened to Henry's beer? That's terrible. So terrible. But I'm sure I know nothing about it. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I expect that's the last I'll be seeing of you.